And we are expecting another press conference here within the next hour to talk about this incident that happened here on the Thruway. This is near the Erie and Genesee County line. And what state police tell us is that the tour bus was coming down this I-90 when it drifted onto the median, and then they overcorrected, went over 2 lanes and landed right here on this grass. And as you can take a look behind me, you can still see that bus, that tour bus right there, as emergency crews are working to relieve and rescue people who are still under that bus. But here's what we know so far, guys. All right. Officials confirm there are multiple casualties. More than 50 people were on board traveling from Niagara Falls back to New York City. Many of the passengers are from India, China, and the Philippines. Crews are working to get interpreters on the scene to help with the language barrier. The bus driver survived, and troopers say that many passengers were not wearing seatbelts, leading to injuries ranging from scrapes to fatalities. And Buffalo Fire and several other agencies are assisting at the scene right now. But Public Information Officer Troop James O'Callahan described the extent of the damage and why this crash has been so devastating.
As we're progressing through this, we're losing more people, unfortunately. Like I said, if you're at the scene and you're seeing this bus, it's a full-size tour bus, heavy amount of damage. It did roll. Most people, I'm assuming, on the bus did not have a seatbelt on. That is the reason why we have so many ejected people on this bus. But like I said, the bus is extremely damaged. So given the possibility that this bus at least rolled through the highway portion and then came to rest in which would be the south shoulder of the 90, significant damage, and obviously this bus was going full speed.
Hospital numbers are climbing. ECMC now says that they received more than 20 patients from the crash, and officials warn that number is expected to increase as more victims are transported. And again, they're treating this as a mass casualty incident. Both directions here on the Thruway remain closed, and drivers are urged to avoid this area. We'll keep you updated throughout the night on air and online at WGRZ.com. On your side here at the Thruway, I'm Alexandra Rios-Malvia, Channel 2 News.
Alex, thank you for that report. As we mentioned, we have team coverage tonight. NFTA's Lance Mellon is here with what this tragedy is doing to the roads.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Claudine. Actually, just within the past minute, I did see some emergency crews leaving the scene near Pembroke. Again, that doesn't say much about the 90 opening anytime soon. It's still projected to be closed in both directions between Pembroke and Depew for, well, at least most of the evening, maybe into the nighttime. But this is primarily affecting the 90 West. These are the drivers trying to get off at Pembroke on the right side. That's where that official closure starts for them. A lot of folks getting off at earlier exits in Batavia. We've seen a long line here for about a mile and a half, folks trying to get off at Batavia, use one of the alternate routes in that section in Genesee County. And then the eastbound portion for folks through Cheektowaga or Buffalo going towards the Genesee County area, they have to get off at Depew, as you can see here towards the bottom right side of your screen. Those alternate routes still are mainly Route 33 and Route 5, both very busy right now in both directions. And because of all the added volume, we do currently have Walden Avenue closed in both directions in Alden between Genesee and Wendy Road. There was an injury accident there involving, I believe, a semi-truck. Again, just a lot of semi-trucks where they're not usually supposed to be on those secondary roadways, so you got to use a lot of extra caution if you're traveling through those areas right now. Claudine, back over to you.
Lance, thank you for that. And as Lance just said, this crash is having a big impact on traffic, as you can imagine. Chelsea Swift is on scene and has more on what drivers need to know right now. Chelsea.
Claudine, that's right. I'm here on the 90 near Pembroke, and you can see that large emergency response still behind me. According to New York State Police, the 90 east and west will likely be closed for the rest of the day. This accident taking place between exit 49 in Depew and exit 48A in Pembroke. On the way to the scene, we had to take secondary roads as the 90 is closed. We saw traffic including several 18-wheelers because they could not take the 90. On Main Street in Akron, dozens of cars were backed up and drivers were frustrated, wondering why the 90 is closed. Authorities are diverting traffic from the eastbound lanes to the 90 West using U-turns, and one New York State Trooper police spokesperson describes the scene earlier this afternoon.
Trying to turn around the cars, and then we're going to go with the tractor trailers. Typically the tractor trailers have the resources they need within the tractor trailer to sustain for at least a few hours with food, beverages, and things like that. But it's our traveling vehicles, our families, our kids in those cars, and things like that. We will have UTVs and we will have assets going down to make sure everyone is okay or taken care of. But luckily, it's not raining. It's not extremely hot like it's been in the 90s. So that makes it a little easier for people that are unfortunately stranded.
And we took a look at some drone video, and from that we could see that the 90 is basically empty. And at this time, it's unclear when it will reopen. For now, live and on your side, Chelsea Swift, Channel 2 News.
Chelsea, thank you so much for that update. Dave McKinley is at ECMC right now, where we know at least 24 patients have been taken so far. Dave, can you bring us an update of what you heard from doctors this evening?
Yes, just a short time ago, Claudine, we were informed that 24 patients were taken here to ECMC, the region's level 1 adult trauma center. 20 of those patients remain here. 2 of them are in surgery, although we are told by doctors that both of those most seriously hurt persons in their care are expected to make it. In addition, ECMC doctors actually went to the scene to help triage individuals there. We spoke with doctors a short time ago who told us what kinds of injuries they've seen.
Blunt trauma like motor vehicle collisions or a rollover like this, really any type of injury can be seen. So we have some folks that have some head injuries. We have some folks that have some extremity fractures. 2 patients from the operating room right now, one with internal injuries that are being managed and one with a severe extremity injury. And then we have several folks still getting evaluated of lesser complexity still in the emergency department.
Those 2 most serious, I mean, what are their prospects at this point that we know?
I would expect that they would recover.
4 of the patients were brought here by Mercy Flight. Additional patients were taken to Strong Memorial Hospital in Rochester. Less severely hurt patients were taken to Buffalo area hospitals operated by Kaleida. And of course, the youngest victims in this mass casualty event who needed medical treatment were taken to the Oshai Children's Hospital, where we understand that one of them is in critical condition. Now, they do, of course, as the region's level 1 adult trauma center, train for mass casualty incidents all the time, although the chief medical officer, Sam Cloud, told me a short time ago that in his 25 years here, they have never had one with this many patients. But he insisted they are well equipped. You might remember the emergency room they rebuilt a couple of years ago and dedicated. That has room for 53 patients. So they said they were well equipped and the people are being well cared for, and they were ready for this event as it happened, as it always does, without notice. And so that is the situation at ECMC. 20 patients remain here out of the 24 that were brought here, 2 of them in surgery. Both of those folks expected to make it. We'll go back to you, Claudine, for now, live on your side outside of ECMC. Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.
Dave, thank you for that report. And during Dave's report, we actually saw some of that drone footage, and you could see the magnitude of what's happening out there. Tonight, we also know that multiple children have been taken to Oshai Children's Hospital for treatment following this crash. 2 on your side's Alyssa Clausel has more on that. Alyssa.
Yeah, hey there, Claudine. At this hour, we know that several patients from that crash are being treated across a network of Kaleida Health hospitals. In fact, 20 overall, we're being told. And I spoke with a representative from Kaleida Health not too long ago who was able to provide some numbers on who exactly is being treated where. I want to list those out for you. So here at Children's Hospital, we know that 3 children are being treated here following that crash. 1 is in serious condition and 2 are said to be in good condition. And over at Buffalo General, just across the street there, we know 4 adults are being treated, all in good condition. In fact, we know that 1 has already been discharged. And over at Millard Fillmore, there's 11 adults, 2 children. 10 are said to be in good condition, 3 in fair condition. And so far, we know that they're prepared for this. A representative from Kaleida says that they regularly practice for mass casualty events such as this one. So they say they feel they are prepared or are able to provide the support that they need to these patients. We'll have much more for you later on. But for now, live and on your side at Children's Hospital, Alyssa Clausell, Channel 2 News.
Alyssa, thank you for that. Good update we're getting from Oishei Children's Hospital. We will continue to follow this breaking news story on air and online at WGRZ.com. If anything else breaks, we, of course, will bring you live up to the minute coverage.